Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning, world. Good morning, everyone. Nipas. Yeah. I greet you all. Happy Sabbath. You know, like I said, there are always two sides of the coin. There are always two sides of a coin. There is this other side, and there is also another side. I want you to take time to listen, but before, just wait. Doreen.
Yes, Mama, sorry. I'm a witness. So there's a Zoom meeting. Depending on the
Iwe Helen si namba ya Doreen.
Yes, I'm 09.
Oni. Yeah. You can gather up. Carol, good morning. Yeah. Gather up. Even though I promised myself I'll never talk about the past, I just have to address it.
Hello?
Dodo, woman of God, how are you?
Ma, I'm fine, and how are you, Mommy?
I'm okay. How's mommy? How's everybody?
Everybody's just okay. How's everyone that side?
We are okay, we thank God.
Amen.
Yes. Doreen,
Ma?
you remember that time Auntie Ira called us?
Yes, I remember.
Why did she call us? Who called us first?
It was Auntie Ira.
What did she say?
And she called you in the morning.
Just explain everything that happened before I start explaining my part.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So early in the morning, Auntie Ira called you.
Yes.
She said that she was sick and she really needed you.
Yes.
To help her.
Yes.
And she was really sick. So in the morning, you got up. You didn't even wash our faces.
Yes.
Then you called me and Johnson. Oh,
yes.
Fatimos.
Yes.
Fatimos. Then we went to Auntie Ira's place.
Yes.
When we reached that site, she was in a critical condition.
Yes.
It was worse.
Yes.
So what you did, you told the sons to put her in the car so that we go to the hospital.
Yes.
Then as we entered, then the sons, they took to the car. Then as we were heading to the hospital, you and I started praying in the car.
Yes.
We started praying for her. We prayed for her. We prayed for her so that God should heal her, so that she should be delivered. We prayed.
Mm-hmm.
When we reached that site, when we reached the hospital, we reached the hospital, the doctors attended to her and everything. Then she got back to normal. All of a sudden, everything went back to normal. After us praying for her, everything went back to normal with immediate effect.
Yes. Okay, Mama. Okay, thank you. That's what I wanted to hear. You should come home today.
Okay, Mama.
Okay. Okay, Mama. Bye. So this is the story of my life. I'm not ashamed. It is the story of my life. Okay? I never wanted to talk about this. And I pray God gives me the grace and the wisdom of how I'm going to say these things. You understand? I haven't seen Doreen in a long time. She's that girl, the woman of God who lives with me. Okay? So I'm going to explain. I'll take you back in 2015. You understand? In 2015, in fact, I'll start from 2011. I lost my husband. When I lost my husband, I went through a lot of things. Listen, do not judge first. Listen to what I'm about to say. I went through a lot of things. I was depressed. I started partying. I started drinking. I started smoking cigarettes. 2011, 2012, 2013, 14, 15, I uploaded an app called Bado. When I uploaded an app called Bado, I met this man. You understand? This man's name was Tobias. When I met this man, you guys, we started, you know, talking, and later we met. When we met, he said that he was going on a separation with his wife. And the wife at that moment was not there. I was not married. Remember, I was living a life of sin. You understand? We started dating. And you know, I had just sold my car on the house that God gave me for those kids to live. I sold the car that I used to use and I extended that house so that I could take the kids to school. I'm talking about my past. I promised myself that I'll never talk about it, but it has come. So because I'm a social media person, I need to address this. You understand? I started dating that man. I used to work. That time I had a small salon there at Simsokwe. You can call me whatever you can. Judge, do whatever. It is only God who knows my heart. I was doing a salon there at Simsokwe. You understand? When I was doing a salon at Simsokwe, when I met that man on Bado, the app called Bado, and I usually tell you about that app. That man, we started dating. He said, oh, I was complaining. This distance that I walk, it's a long distance. Nile ma, I wish my business would go well so that I can buy a car. That is how that man, I think a week or two in the relationship, he bought me a car. When he bought me a car, the area, that house I was living in, said it wasn't okay. And we looked for a house. I moved. When I moved, there were things like, you know, of course we go through a lot. There was exchanging of messages and whatnot. Anyway, fast forward, things happened. And after I think about 6, 7, I think 8 months, if I'm not mistaken. Remember, this is 2015. 2015, you guys. 8 months in the relationship, I think 8 or between 8 or 7, 8, I don't know, I don't remember. Mwanamai, the relationship ended. I was at a point where I was broke. I had nothing. My business wasn't going okay. I said I won't afford to rent to stay in this house. And I moved back to my old house. You understand? When I moved back to my old house, the man of God who I met 2 years before came to search for me and said, Mama, no matter what you've done, God has remembered you. You understand? Then he prayed for me and said, I'm seeing beauty products. I'm seeing cosmetics. God is going to elevate you. Worry not. My brothers, my sisters, I started Millie Beauty Products with 15 kwacha. When I started Millie Beauty Products, I was in the verge of I didn't have anything. Mwamberaka. So my years pita, I started my business. I started selling from the street. I'm selling from the street, trying to make ends meet. I'm not trying to justify myself. You were saying that I should come on the live. This story is still going. You understand? I used to date her husband. Yes, I have not disagreed. When I became Millie Beauty Products, a certain woman called me and said, I need some lotions from you. When I went there, I found out to say that woman was actually the wife of the man that I used to date, I kept a distance. I met her twice. I think even one time she took me to the Keg and Lion. She was explaining how a certain woman was dating her husband and what not. I kept quiet. When she explained to me how I don't know what happened, where she went there and told somebody that that same woman should die in a car accident, I kept my distance. Now, the way God is a God of order. My spirit wasn't at peace. I think it was last year in October or November, somewhere there. When I saw that woman on the live, I looked at her and I remembered I had one time in my life, at a certain time in life, I tormented another woman who was married. You understand? So I found a way. I went on her page and I got her number and I called her. When I called her, I said, Mama, I am the lady who used to date your husband. I am here seeking and asking for your forgiveness. You've been through a lot. I am sorry. Please find it in your heart to forgive me. Upon mentioning I was married, I even told my husband that this is what I've done just for my peace of mind and for the sake of my kids. I humbled myself and I asked for forgiveness from that woman. That woman and she started calling me. I would call her. She started calling me. At one point, the maid Baba Ira, one time, she called me. Her maid's name was Bana Eliza. Let me try and call her if she's going to answer. Bana Eliza called me, I think around 6. Mama, please, nituma ba madam ati nikutumire ni phone bakufunani. Ni chani mwe ati badwali isa kuno bakangiwa kuyenda. Bwerani baitana chabezina. After I had asked for forgiveness, she started confiding in me and I was there. I told my husband, I'm going to help this woman. This woman, my husband told me, Millie, you don't listen. This is a woman whose husband you had a relationship with. Here you are because she's sick. You want to go and help. My brothers and my sisters are here. I asked for forgiveness. Before all of you would say, no, Millie, ask for forgiveness. I asked for forgiveness. You understand? Just wait. I asked for forgiveness from that woman. Of course, when you're living in sin, some of us here have dated, even married people, before you became born again. We've done so many things. Muni Beraven Kuzan, you've done so many things in life. I had the courage to face what happened. Vamaka Eliza. Vana Eliza. Muli bwanji mama. Yes. Nili bwino maka Eliza. Mkumbuka paja nitumire ba ira nikazipe mpa chikululukiro kuli beve. Nenzo pempera chani chikululukiro. Ve vinachitika kudala, simwamene. Deni ba ira banakamba bwanji, penna pempa chikululukiro banakamba bwanji. Banakamba chawe, no problem, ngati wampuwa pempa chikululukiro. Yes. Okay. Paja ija deba dwale. Nindani we munatumira phone? Natumira ime. Nichani che munanitumira? Okay. Nindana na bwero batenga kubapereka ku hospital. Okay. All right. Okay, mama, zikom. Awe kaidi bebe baninda pa interneti kukambati ine nikali kuyenda na bamuna bao.
Pamene paja mwezo kamba kutai mwone lezo bweza kongani mosi na imosi. Mapemba kudala tukurudiro lezo lamba kukamba futi. Sala na mtima hoi, sala na mtima hoi. Wala pa hii mwezo kamba kamele lezo kamba hoi patati. Kwa mama tanga bazini bambili manini.
Awe na mpe.
Mwe wao wamene walidi. Mwene tukurudiro ahadaya. Namzao majuja. Jela matukiana maji. Bali pamoja maji.
Awe mulungu eka ntiaziva. Yeah.
Awe ine ninachokako kushauta. Lezo ukishauta manini.
Okay, amake Eliza. Niza kutumilani. Zikomo mulungu adalisi. When I went, because I had the heart, I had asked for forgiveness. And in my heart, I saw the pain that Iraz was going through. I took Doreen with me, the first call that I made. We carried and we took her to the hospital. When we took her to the hospital, my brothers and sisters, even if the Bible says when you do something on the right, do not let your hands to be on the left. Mwambera beni kamba. Do not let your hand, your right, know what to do on the left. My brothers and sisters, I paid for the hospital bill. Not because I owed anybody an explanation. I did it out of the goodness of my heart. Because to me, I was open. I had opened my heart and I still asked for forgiveness from her. And to me, she had forgiven me. Fast forward. We are talking. My husband says, no, Millie, stop being in contact with this woman. Me one day, I'm here at home. Remember, I changed my numbers. And the number that I used constantly was with my personal assistant. Nsamba called me and told me, Millie, Tobias, yes, in the relationship I was pregnant. In that relationship, I became pregnant. And things happened. I don't want to talk about it. I will not talk about it. Let me talk for the issue at hand. Mwambera. So, Samba told me, this man called, I leave God to justify everything. Not what does he want? Then he called on my number and said, that lawyer whom you introduced me to, he's not picking up my calls, so kindly help me know his whereabouts. I tried to call the lawyer. He said, I've been talking to this man. I've been talking to this man. Chacha, how are you? I've been talking to this man. He doesn't pick up. He doesn't, I've talked to this man. We have been talking. So me, I told him, that lawyer said that You have been talking to him. You understand? Yes, Choi Patsata Mwine, and I will not talk about that. You understand? So what happened was, I saw the constant calls, and you can imagine, I was put in the middle. There is the wife who is my friend, and there is this man whom I used to date in the past. What do I do? It became so constant that I had enough, and I went to Zikta to say, please, this man is constantly calling me. The friend is my wife. The wife is my friend. Just tell this man to stop calling me. The people there advised, no, we are going to do this, we're going to do that. Yes, come at work. Of course, I have nothing to hide. You understand? 2015 is a long time for a person to just see, oh, this person now is this one. Let me do this. It is wrong. To my sister Ira, I told you even the other day that I'll never hate you. You are a good woman. And I came out to say, what happened, happened. Find it in your heart to let go and make things work. I came back. That man started changing phones. He said, no, I need you. If just for me, I've been there for you. I helped you. I rented a house for you. I gave you a car. So in order for me, which all those messages I screenshotted and I left them at Zikta for that man to stop calling me. So I want you to sell back the car to me for 10,000. You understand? I blocked all the numbers. What reached up to here was when that man now decided to go on Facebook and started calling my brother to say, I need to speak to Millie. Why? Why would he do that? Why? Bamake Eliza, it was Ira who gave me Bamake Eliza's number. It was Bamake Eliza who gave me Ira's number. Mwambela. So now, I had enough. Bambo tenga manje my number, changing numbers and whatnot. And I still reported because I didn't want problems. And that issue is still there at Zikta.
Millie, can you stop explaining yourself for live video? Stop explaining yourself for live video. A lot of people are watching that, Millie. Can you listen to me?
Natasha.
Stop. When you explain yourself to those people, what are they going to advise you?
Natasha, it's so...
babe. No. Just cut that live video. Cut it. Hey, look stupid, my big sister. Look stupid.
Just leave me alone when I can. So, what happened was...
You should learn to listen to people when they're talking to you.
Can you keep quiet?
They're just trying to pull you down. Why don't you understand?
God put me here for a reason. Can I please finish?
This woman, she doesn't understand. Just forget.
So listen. Orange that this step, Natasha.
Because I don't want you to concentrate on that damn video. A lot of people are watching that video.
So what happened was...
maybe. You don't do that. You don't do that. I've been texting you. You can't even respond to my texts. Forget about that video. Don't explain yourself. Hey. She's the one who's just...
No, it's okay.
You can't even say that. I'm telling you.
So now,
you're too big for that shit.
I called Ira. And I said, please tell your husband to leave me alone. He's been calling me. You are my friend. I even sent her the screenshots of how I was telling off the husband to leave me alone.
But you don't understand. I'm so disappointed. When you follow me, you talk to me, I listen to you. But I follow Junin Duana na imapa bet na kukongo kusam kumone ko bupuma. That video, the palo for wala lose, when the Ulands in the Ulanda, just forget about it.
Elo na wishbana kene diunkwa leka nkulondo lwele. Bajabakazi banabwera. Can I talk?
Don't talk to them. Cut the live video and talk to me. Don't talk to them. Forget about those people. What are you going to explain to them?
That woman came to me and said, I found a shop in Kalundu Market. Millie, I want you to help me with money. 5,000 pesti, bachinja. If this is a bedroom, Natasha.
Forget about that live video. Cut that live video and talk to me.
I told, yes, who is it?
Huh? You don't do that.
When I said I don't have 10,000, sir? Okay, let me open that. Just pass like this. You also letterer me by coming to the bedroom door. So that's what happened.
People coming to
I don't know.
bed like that.
Huh? So that's what happened. No, I want to stand here. Okay. I didn't know I was doing that. Nice, boy. Nice. Nice. Just give me a phone.
How dare you come to my room and start shouting through the window? Why do that at your home?
So, what happened was, when I said I don't have money, she said I'm frustrated, now starting to bring up issues. No, my children are doing this, are doing that. It doesn't make sense to me.
I don't want to see her here at my
That is all. That is what happened. Because of that 10,000, that makeup you see when the era comes on the live and has done makeup, it is me that speaks to Tangu to say, let her look beautiful when she's presenting a live. Was I wrong? Was I wrong? Yes. But then if somebody says they don't have money, you can't attack them in such a way. I helped where I could. If I don't have, you will not tell me no, okay. You cannot threaten me. You mentioned my name. That's cyberbullying. 2015 is a long time. Margaret nenzo kutumira phone mailo. That would have been drama. Boy, I would help out. Even when she went, she told me I'm going to the Congo. I need to go and sell my plot. I took out money for transport to give her. So guys, I leave everything in God's hands. I leave everything. You can call me. I've told you a number of times. There is nothing that my husband. Please, Beatrice, na iwe na isa. Ah. I told her I was in the bedroom. Why should she come on the window when I'm in the bedroom? Naive. Yes. We all have a past. God blessed me with a husband. I always cried for one. What I did in my past, I chose never to talk about it. And I'll say it again. Ira, when you said you've forgiven me, I came to you. You did not find me. I looked for you and I asked for forgiveness. May God forgive you. I love you and I'll still be your sister.